Hi, it's me again. I'm gonna drink my liquid diet dinner. Lunch. Hmm. Um, for anybody who wants to know, I added watermelon extract to this, so it tastes like watermelon. It's actually pretty good. Um, For anyone who didn't watch the video previous, I talked about the liquid diet that I'm currently on in preparation for surgery. Here's a couple of ideas. If you're doing this, you can go to, okay, I'm in Canada. For anybody who isn't in Canada, I don't know what you have, but we have a Bulk Barn, which is just all the things that you buy in bulk at grocery stores. You know, you put it in a bag and you write the number down. It's a store completely of that. I assume that you have them or something similar. This store also has little jars of flavoring and different types of extracts. I'm sure you can get them at baking stores or cooking specific stores. You can get all kinds of flavorings, okay? So this one right now is a little watermelon-y. So it's watermelon and vanilla. It actually takes the bite out of it being a meal replacement shake, because they never taste, it's not like it tastes like you're drinking a vanilla shake or anything. It doesn't ever taste that good. So adding these things in makes it a little less boring, because after a couple of days of vanilla chocolate strawberry, you get kind of bored. So to my vanilla, I add watermelon, which is really good. I've added a little bit of apple flavoring and a little bit of cinnamon oil. It becomes an apple pie, which is really good. I have, by far, my favorite in the vanilla is maple. If you can get maple flavoring and add it to your vanilla shake, it tastes like pancakes, and it's pretty dope. I've added mint, I've added orange, and I've added caramel to the chocolate shakes. Not together, separately. And that makes them really good, especially if you add it with ice and the extra protein. It becomes thick and it is actually kind of pleasurable as far as liquids go. So, yeah, there's an idea for you. So, when I was at my pre-op appointment last week, they put me on an iron supplement. So, as I've been going through this journey, I've added a variety of vitamins to my daily routine. It first started with some vitamin D. I was very, very deficient, as most people are. So if you're a person on the planet and you don't live in the tropics or California or Florida or anywhere where there's sun constantly and every day you're out in it, you should be taking a vitamin D supplement, because you don't get enough vitamin D, period. They, according to my doctor, they actually stopped testing for vitamin D deficiencies because everybody is deficient. So take vitamin D. It's water soluble. It's not going to build up in your body. If your body can't absorb what you're taking, it'll flush it out. So take it. I'm actually on 3,000 international units per day, which is ridiculously high, but it can't hurt. It will not hurt you. After my pre-op blood work, they recommended that I start taking the prenatal vitamin. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but after weight loss surgery, they recommend a prenatal vitamin as opposed to a multivitamin. And the reason being is that the prenatal has an increased amount of folic acid and niacin and biotin as opposed to the regular multivitamin. And so even men are required to take a prenatal vitamin for this reason. After surgery, you also have to take a calcium supplement, which I haven't started yet because I'm not on that. I'm not pre-op or post-op yet. And last week when I was at the doctor, they also told me to start taking an iron supplement. So my iron was quite low, and so I've started. So the reactions that I'm having after 1 week of being on this liquid diet. I don't know if it's the liquid diet or the vitamins, because I just started taking the iron. But either way, I see this as a positive week. So after 1 week, I've lost 10 pounds. I mean, I'm sure that it's water weight, or I went on vacation for 2 weeks before I started my liquid diet, and I had an obscene amount of salt and delicious food. So it's probably related to that. I'm sure it's not 10 pounds of fat, but the scale says 10 pounds. And it hasn't gone back up yet, regardless of how much I drink. And I drink a lot. Speaking of drinking. I feel more energized, despite yawning. I don't yawn throughout the day nearly as much in the last week. I can't sleep in. I haven't been able to sleep in for days, and normally I love to sleep, so I'm getting way more accomplished. I don't feel weighed down. You know those feelings you get after a big heavy meal, although it's so good, all you want to do is nap? I don't have that anymore. I'm not gonna lie, I miss the big heavy meal because they're just glorious. But I don't miss feeling lethargic and feeling that I just want to open up a button on my pants and lay on the couch and die. So, that's nice. I have more energy. And not only can I not sleep in, I go. Like, normally on a weekend, I would be organizing a way to get everything that I need to get done. I'll run all my errands and do all my cleaning as quickly as possible so that my boyfriend and I can sit down and veg out on the couch and binge watch whatever's on Kodi or whatever's on Netflix. And I haven't done that, which is weird. I don't get tired when I read, which I'm doing a lot of now. When I usually did. I don't. Yeah, so I don't know where I was going with that. So I lost my train of thought. That's one thing that I find myself doing a lot of. I struggle with trains of thoughts and remembering certain words. Like, I couldn't remember the word for counter the other day. I don't know if that's just me getting old or if it's impact of my brain, or maybe I'm losing it. I don't know, but it's really weird because I forget just random words. In the past, I've talked about my fear of hair loss. So when I was in my teens and 20s, pre-teens, teens, and 20s, my hair was so thick. It was, it was long and it was thick and it was beautiful. And after 25, I started to not lose my hair, but it started to thin out. It's quite thin right now. Let me see if I can show you just how thin it is. Do you see my scalp? I have normally dark hair. I've realized that, dyeing it blonde helps it not look so thin because, light hair, light scalp. When it's dark, you can really notice it, but it's quite thin. So if I were to show you, like, my ponytail, it looks thick right now because I let it dry on its own and it's kind of crinkly, but it's really not. Do you see that? It's quite thin. So I'm really worried about hair loss. It's a byproduct, and it happens to everybody. As much as you want to get in the nutrition you're supposed to, you're healing from a serious surgery, and it's going to happen. So what I wanted to do at the end of this video is kind of show you what my hair loss currently looks like. So I lose hair usually the day I wash it. I don't wash my hair. I'm sorry. My nose is running for some crazy reason. I don't wash my hair every day. It's too thin. It dries out. So I wash it probably a couple of times a week. I use a shower cap so that it doesn't get wet. I use dry shampoo so it doesn't look oily. And then that way it cuts down on what I lose, right? So today I showered. I let it dry on its own, which is what I normally do unless I have somewhere to be. And then I'll style it, which is hardly ever. But this is what I lose just from showering. So I brush it before I get in the shower. And then I don't brush it after that unless I have to. And that's what I just took out of my hair. Okay? And that's the second time I've done that today. So I've already lost 2 of those. As you can see, I'm picking hair off my shirt. If I did it again, I could just go... See that? So I'm already losing an obscene amount of hair every time I wash it. And that's not because of the liquid diet. That's not because of it. I'm adequately nourished right now. This has been the last 10 years that my hair has been doing this. I used to brush it in the shower and it would come out on my fingers and I would stick it to the shower wall so that it didn't go down and clog the drain, and then I would take it off with tissue later. And as you can see, all I'm doing right now is running my fingers through my hair, which was freshly brushed before I showered. And there's no tangles. But I just took that out. Hang on, let me see. So, I just lost that. It may not look like a lot of hair. You see, I don't know. See? There's a trash can under here. So, I don't do much and I lose a lot of hair. So, I'm terrified of what's going to happen after surgery. But I wanted to show you what my hair loss was like before, so we can compare. So here you go. You can see my roots are coming in. It's very, very thin. And I'm still losing it. So, all right. That's it. Cheers, folks.